So welcome back to my new obsession, and that is for Metaphor Refantazio. And yes, this is a game by Atlas and Studio Zero. Yes, I gotta talk all about this. This is one of the biggest games of the year, and there is no hype. There's no hype. I know a lot of you, like me, are getting really excited for this game, but a lot of people are just like passing it off, going, oh, some RPG, it looks okay, and they're not giving it any time. And I'll ask you guys, what do you think of Metaphor Refantazio from all the videos that have been released, all the story trailers, all the combat's being shown? What do you think about this game? Are you gonna buy it day one? Are you gonna wait? Let me know down below. Now we have to go back about a year for me when they originally announced it. They showed the trailer and they said it was for Xbox, and I was like, oh, okay, this is by Atlas, and I thought it was Persona 6. That's what I thought at first. I'm like, is this Persona 6? And then they said the name, Metaphor Refantazio, and I'm like, what kind of name is that? That's like so strange and weird. I even posted on Twitter about it. I'm like, yeah, it just slides off your tongue. And then, do you know what? I saw a little bit more of it, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I just kind of passed it off. I was playing a lot of other games, there's a lot of other games that were coming out, and it kind of got lost in the shuffle and pushed back to the back of the classroom.
Is this the price of my failure then?
And then there's been Anime Expo lately, and I started to watch some movies, and I'm like, okay, I'll watch some stuff and all that. I'm like, okay.
No, you have it wrong.
And this is the moment. This is why I had to come and make this video. Something just broke in my brain, and I just suddenly was like totally taken back by the game, like in a way that was like unusual. I get this maybe every 4 years, where a Japanese game is coming out. I don't know a lot about it, and then all of a sudden I just dive into it and I'm just devouring every bit of information about it I can, and it becomes an obsession, an absolute obsession. And I want to talk about my obsession with this game. It's not even out. It's not even out, and I've just been delving so far into it. So the storyline, from what I've watched so far, the king in this world is killed, the prince is under a mysterious curse.
The prince is alive!
And that ends up creating a giant tournament around the world for the next successor to the throne.
The tournament for the throne.
So all these different royalty members around the world are competing against each other, and what you're trying to do is lift the curse off the prince, kill the person who killed the king, and claim the throne.
You're in this race to become king, are you?
Now, why I became so obsessed with it is I love the culture of this game. I really do. We got a lot of heavy hitters behind the scenes. We have the director of Shin Megami Tensei 3, Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5, the director of all of those games, the character designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5, the composer of Shin Megami Tensei 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5, and also the mechanical designer of Neon Genesis Evangelion. A lot of heavy hitters making this game. And so I really trust them. That's the one thing I want to say. I really trust them because I really love the Persona series and the Shin Megami Tensei series that the Persona series kind of was spawned from. But it's different than Shin Megami Tensei and Persona. And what the creators have said is that they have Persona, they have Shin Megami Tensei, the main series. They wanted another pillar, right? They wanted another pillar game, and that's what Metaphor Refantazio is supposed to be. And just seeing the combat, absolutely. I mean, it totally captured my imagination because you're running around in real time and getting into real time combat that all of a sudden goes into turn-based combat. It's like a dream, and just seeing it all in motion, I was like, oh my god. And here's the thing I've always said about the Shin Megami Tensei series and the Persona series, the menu systems. There's nobody, and I say this again, I've said it a few times on this channel, nobody does menu systems like Atlas. And these ones in this game are on another level. I've never seen anything like it. I just love the transitions going from running around to combat, and you see the character's face slide in, you're like, whoa, look at that. Or which when you go into your equipment and you just see the character's face on there. And then when you're switching different things and you see like hands and things, it's like so creative. And that's what I think's really captured my imagination about this game, is the entire art style. The entire art style is incredible. And if there's anybody still out there that doesn't think that video games are art, get your head examined and get the heck out of here. You're crazy.
Back to your septic bag.
This game alone, I mean, never mind the Shin Megami Tensei series in general, and all of the Persona games, this game truly shows you that video games are art.
A dream to fight for.
And as an example of that, I just picked up Famitsu magazine because I saw the cover, I knew they'd be covering this, and I ordered it from PlayAsia, and it showed up, and I just gotta show you this one page. This one page totally captured my imagination. Okay, look at this. So here we go, right here, I'm gonna put this right up. We have some concept art of the monster, right? That's cool, you know, we've all seen that stuff before. But if you look here, that's the combat there. That's the combat there. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. And that's the thing that's blown me away with this game, looking through this, seeing the artwork, and just the concept of it all. I'm like, they really put a lot of work into the character designs. I, first of all, love the character designs. I think they're absolutely stunning. In fact, I was so moved by it all that I had to do just a little bit of fan art for myself, just for me. This is just something that I do on the side just to make myself happy. And to kind of get that enthusiasm out there, because I get so excited about some games that I have to do something about it. You know, it's like I devour all the music, I devour all the video, and I'm like, I've got to creatively do something. I can't live up to the great character designer that did Persona 3, 4, and 5, but I can do my own thing, and that kind of makes me a little bit happy. I just want to kind of experience the game in my own way before it's even come out. And this reminds me of, you know, when I was 21 years old and Chrono Trigger was coming out over here, but I went to a mall and I bought the soundtrack before it came out in this country because it was released in Japan first. And I spent like 50, 60 bucks on the soundtrack, and I just listened to the music forever. And I do that with some games. I get like a little bit of pre-hype. And I gotta be honest with you, I get very excited for games, but I haven't had this level of excitement. And that's why I want to do the video, to kind of share my enthusiasm. This is not sponsored by Atlas or anything like that. This is just me being a crazy fan, getting excited about something. And I think it's good to be excited about things. I gotta tell you, the battle music in this game, I listened to it maybe a month or so ago, and I first listened to it and I'm like, this is too much. This is my first initial reaction to it. Oh, this is too cringy. This is too over the top. They've gone too far this time. Well, let me tell you something. While I was doing this artwork, while I was flipping through my Famitsu magazines, I've been listening to that music. And I've been listening to that battle theme in particular. You all gotta go listen to the battle theme. It's crazy. Just type in Metaphor Refantazio battle theme. It's out there. The first time I listened to it, cringe. I couldn't handle it. Now, it is up there as one of my favorite battle musics of all time.
I cannot fathom it.
I have listened to it so much, over 200 times. I'm not joking. Like, when I get into something, I really get into it. And I'll be honest with you, there's not been a lot of video game soundtracks that I have been listening to a lot lately. I've done it a lot in the past, but there hasn't been anything in the last year or so that's really captured my imagination. And this music really captured my imagination. And now I'm like, oh my god. I even played it for Kim the other day, and she's like, this is too much, John. This is crazy. And I'm like, I know. And then I'm like, listen to it 200 times, it'll grow on you. And they explained that they were definitely going for the Buddhist chanting. I really love it. I gotta just say, I just love the environments in this game. I love the medieval fantasy elements thrown into this Atlas game this way. In almost like a modern environment as well, like a futuristic fantasy kind of world. It's crazy, and I really like there's a lot of elements of Berserk, of the Hunger Games, of the 5-star stories, and as I said in the beginning, it's very rare that I say such a strange thing, but this game has culture. It really does, and how I mean is it's taking cultures from everywhere in the world and combining them in the coolest way possible that only Atlas can pull off. And I'm really thankful that we have Atlas in this crazy world of ours where some of our old franchises are going to hell and some movies are going to heck and TV shows and
Defiled is what you are, damned, cursed.
a lot of it's not very good these days. But Atlas is consistent, and I'm very, very thankful for Atlas. I am so excited about this game. If there's anybody at Atlas watching this right now, please get in touch with me. I really want to review this game early. I really want to cover this game in any capacity. I want the masses to play this game and embrace it. I want it to be the third pillar that Atlas wants it to be. And that's what bothers me, that it just feels that this is being looked at as just another RPG. It's so far from that. There's so much more going on here, guys. It really is. It's not just like a low budget RPG that's just coming out. This game, there's a lot in here. This is a massive budget. I can tell that Atlas has put their heart, their soul, and their wallets into making this. There's a lot of money invested in this game, and I will be there day one to pick it up. I've already ordered the special edition. I've already ordered that. I was on the fence about it a couple of months ago. I was like, I don't know about this game. I was in that zone. Yeah, yesterday I was like, bink, absolutely. I'm snagging this, and I'm telling you, people are gonna look back on this game. It's not even out. It's not even out. They're gonna look back on this game and go, this game is gonna be a true cult classic. And I'm telling you, I knew that with Chrono Trigger before I played it, that people would be talking about it in years to come. And I was right about that, and I'm putting my reputation on the line here. I feel that this game is going to live up to that.
Are you ready?
Hopefully the frame rates and all that work out. That's the one thing that I can't measure by checking out all the videos and stuff like that. Hopefully that kind of comes together, but I put my trust and I put my faith in Atlas. What do you guys think of Metaphor Refantazio, the game that just slides off the tongue so very easily? It does for me now. At first it really didn't. And will this be the third pillar that Atlas wants it to be? I hope it does. I really do. I'm praying for that. Absolutely. So guys, as you can see, I'm a little enthused about Metaphor Refantazio. I hope you guys are as well. So anyways, guys, until next time.